guys, I am back to do a video on my craft fair prep, go through my thought process of what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to change, all of that. I did post a question in the community tab, like, is this something that you guys would be interested in seeing? And I had 100% response rate of yes, we definitely want to see it. So a few weekends ago, I sat down and I wrote down, the ideas I had, the projects that I had done previously, and, I wanted to write down all the things that I wanted to remember, like the stuff I wanted to change. So I will go through that, and then I'll share my thoughts on some of the stuff that I am going to be keeping and or changing. And just go from there. And then if you guys have more questions, just let me know in the comments. If you guys want to see a specific project that I mention in here, let me know in the comments there. This is going to be for a week-long craft fair. And it's actually one that I participated in last year. And it's the one where, I have a booth fee and then they take I don't remember, maybe 10% of my sales. I don't remember, because it all goes towards a charity, which I don't mind. I don't mind this setup of how this craft fair is, because this is a really, really well-known event in the town that this is going to be happening in, and it's a really well-attended event. So plus having my stuff out on display for a week, and the actual booth price is not that expensive compared to when, it's just a one-day craft fair and it's the same price. So, all of that aside, I do want to be more proactive this time, and it's I believe it's the second week of November, and I am filming this September 5th. No, September 4th. So today is Monday, September 4th. And so I really want to get a lot of these projects and these ideas done well in advance, whereas last year I was doing it like a week before and I was so stressed out. So that's my thought process of writing this all down, plus sharing it, and so then I can go back and look at my own videos and, kind of hold myself a little bit more accountable. So the one thing I did want to remember is that last year I got several requests to have completed Christmas cards. So if you saw in my videos last year about like my Christmas fair, like studs and duds, and Christmas fair ideas, or I'm sorry, craft fair studs and duds, I had a Christmas card kit where it was like a completed Christmas card with envelopes and a wax seal that I had adhesive on the back, and it was like maybe a pack of 6. I can't remember, but so my idea with that is that instead of selling the card kits like that, I'm going to open up all those kits and assemble them as single cards. So it'll have a package of a card, an envelope, and a wax seal, and then then they can have a completed Christmas card that they can send out. And then if they actually want to have more than one, then they can buy more than one. And I think I'll probably sell those for right around $2.50, because they were not time intensive cards or anything like that. So I do know that I'm hoping to get some more of these card kits like this done, where they're not necessarily specific to Christmas, but they're like everyday thank you, birthday, thinking of you, anything like that. So I've already done a video on how I put these together, and this is something that a lot of people really enjoy doing. So I want to have more of these done. It costs me about $2 to put them all together. That does not really include time, but I'm one of those people where, and I know I've talked about this before, where I don't always account for my time, because I think there's a fine balance between pricing it so it's worth your time versus pricing it so expensive that you never have any sales. So I like to kind of fall there in the middle. So I'm thinking I'll sell them for about $7. So it really kind of makes up for my time, and it makes up for the extra fees at this craft fair. This craft fair is actually called the Festival of Trees. So I know a lot of communities do it. You know, it's where a company comes in, has a tree decorated, and then people bid on it, and then the proceeds from that tree, you know, go to whatever charity. So it's a lot like that. So if you hear me say Festival of Trees, just know that that is the same craft fair I'm talking about. I did make a note here to myself that I want to have samples of everything. Having samples out is one of those things that really helps. So I know that when I had samples, like for example, I had out these cozy buckets. I had it opened. It had just like a tag that said sample on it, so they could like actually dig through, physically touch and see it. I sold out of all of these except for the one that was the sample. So every time I had like a sample of what it was meant to be, then I would sell out of it, or it would be a big seller for me. Most of the time. There were a few exceptions, but so this is a reminder to myself that I want to have a sample of everything that I'm putting out. I am thinking of doing some tag kits, and probably will be specific to Christmas. If I get to this, that would be awesome. If I don't, I'm not going to be heartbroken about it. Yeah, this was just an idea that I had. I was thinking I'd sell it for around $6. It would have enough supplies to make maybe 6 or 10 tags, probably closer to 10. Yeah, so that was just an idea. The other thing I wanted to remind myself of is that I want to change all of my packaging. And I know that some of you guys commented on my videos last year of, hey, maybe try and change your packaging a little bit, maybe make it a little bit more universal. And that's what I want to do. I want to change it all to like a craft color. And my thought process behind that is that it looks really clean, looks really simple. So if I have, you know, like let's say this is a package of something else and I put a bag topper on it, then I want my bag topper to be craft color. So if I currently have products in which I already have bag toppers, I'm going to take those off and replace them. I am thinking of getting maybe a pegboard that is sturdy enough to be on a tabletop. So then I can have a little bit more, my table can be a little bit more organized. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find one that is small enough for the size of the booth I have versus big enough to make it worth it. So I don't know yet, but I am going to look into that. Another thing I was thinking of doing was making some treat box kits like this. So this is one that I put together. I have this already put into a kit because, you know, school was starting. And I may do some Christmas and some birthday themed. And then the thought process is, okay, I'll sell them as kits. So if people, you know, really want to be crafty, and especially around the holidays, but they don't really know what to do. And then I'll have some that are already done up that they can purchase already made.